Hello everyone, I am Abhishek Keshravani, Assistant Professor, ABES Engineering College. So in this lecture, I am going to tell you about the class definition in Java. So what is class? So we have already discussed about the class. Now in this lecture, I am going to tell you about the structure of class, how you can do programming to create a class, how you can declare class, what are the different ways you can have the how you can implement interface also, how you can extend another class. So these topics should be covered in the today's lecture. Okay. So here first we can see that uh, in object-oriented programming, a class is a basic building block. Okay. And we can also see that it can be defined as a template that describes the data and behavior. We can see this thing in the programming also. When we implement a program, then you can see how we can declare the data and behavior. While after creating a class, we have to instantiate it. So we have to create an object by creating an instance with the help of new keyword. Next, we have to access the member variables and the methods of the class. How we can do this? We can also see with the help of a simple program. A class can also be called as a logical template to create the objects. Means when you have to create a particular logical template, so that particular template has some common properties and methods that should be shared with while you can create an object. So every time you can create an object, you can have a common template that is shared by the class. So there's a reserve keyword class by which you can declare a class in Java. And this keyword must be followed by the class name. Means after declaring this keyword, you have to specify the name of the class. You can see it practically also. And inside the class, we can declare the methods and variables. We can also declare methods and variables. So what are the different declarations we have? Now we have to declare the modifier. Means a class can be public or has the default access. Second, we have to define the class keyword that is used to create a class. Third, we have the class name. Means it must begin with an initial letter that is capitalized. By convention, we can use this convention that class name should have a first capital letter. Suppose you have any, you have to implement the concept of inheritance, then you can also declare whether you have any super class. You can also declare that at the time of declaration of the class. If you have any interface declared and you want to implement that interface in the class, then you can also use this with the help of the keyword implements. Okay. Or if you want to extend any class, then we have a keyword extend. You can inherit a particular class. Okay. The body of the class can be defined by the curly braces. Okay. So these are the different things we have to keep in mind while declaring class. Now let's see practically how we can implement this concept. Now let us suppose we have this particular project CTL oops. Okay. And inside this we have a package. Now first I'm going to create one class. Suppose the name of the class is my main, which have a declaration as public static void main. This method is the entry point of the project. So now you can see we have a particular package, and inside this particular package we have my main class. Okay. Now you can see here we have a particular declaration. Now I'm going to write some code here and how we can find. So you can see that my main has an access specifier. Here we have declared as public. And for declaring this class, we have the keyword class. Okay. Now this is the main method containing class. So we have declared it as static because we don't want to create object of the main method containing class. And it is access from anywhere. So we have declared it as public. Now suppose we are going to create another class. Now this time in the same package, we are going to create as a student class. Now inside this student class, suppose I have declared roll number, name, and here I have defined one method as display. And here I will display the roll number and the name. So here we have created the class student. Inside this, we have two different members, that is role and name. And with the help of display method, I am going to print this. But how we can initialize these two data methods? So whether we can create constructor or we can directly also assign with the help of object. So let's see how we can directly assign value here. So in the main method, first I'm going to create the object of the student. Now with the object, I'm going to access the roll number, and here I have defined roll number as 1. Now I will set name issue. Okay. So you can see that I can access these members, roll number and name, and I have set the roll number and name from here. Okay. There are different ways by which you can do this. We can also have constructor. You can also have the getter and setter method also. So next I'm going to call the method display. Now let's see if everything finds, it will run and display the roll number and name. So here you can see that name and roll number is displayed here. Okay. So here you can see that we have a simple class and we can access these members. Okay. Suppose we have one more class. Create one more class. And this is a class name here we can mention as person. Okay. So suppose here I have declared address. Okay. And I want to print address also. So here I will define display address. Now we have one more class person, and here in student, suppose if I write public class student extend person. So here you can see that we are going to inherit the person here, and the person have address and the display address method. Now you can see if I have created the object of the student. Now let's see what changes here. You can see now we can also access address here, and here address right here. And now I can call the method display address. See. So here you can see that we have the concept of inheritance. Means when you have a particular class and now you're going to inherit this class. So now this time we have a student class, and this student class inherit the person. So all the public member here, the address and the public method also inherited here. Okay. So this is the basic concept of the class, how you can create class, how you can inherit the class. Okay. So this is the basic definition by which you can create class, inherit class, and access the different members. So this is all about the class declaration. Thank you for this video. Now next we are going to explore some more concepts in Java. Thank you.